digital transformation is a buzzword, right? So just in short, what's your interpretation of digital transformation?
I think it's looking at how we can digitize a lot of the analog world that's out there. I think it's looking at taking things that we traditionally haven't, tried to tackle from an automation and a modernization viewpoint, and looking at streamlining and improving those processes as you can when you start overlaying them with some of the digital technologies we have today.
Going to blockchain, so there are a lot of changes going on with blockchain. So what are the main changes with blockchain?
So I think the thing for us with blockchain as we look at how we can apply that to broad industries is the idea of, if you look at the world we work in, we all work in a business network with multiple participants, and we transfer goods and assets in that world. And it doesn't matter whether you're in the automotive industry, the financial services industry, the food industry, government. There's a marketplace associated with that where we transfer assets and goods to build value. And there's physical goods, and there's intangible goods, what we'd call. And those intangible goods look like things like financial assets, legal assets, and also looking to the future, digital assets, right? Medical records, music, video, etc. And the question is, how do we share that asset transfer in that broad business network in a digital fashion? And I think blockchain really enables that digitization of those traditionally quite paper-based, time-based, intensive processes, business networks, and it gives you an ability to modernize and transform those, which in a way in the past we haven't previously had the capability to do.
Okay, interesting. What can IBM bring on this blockchain environment?
So if you look at our strategy in this space, our view is blockchain has the ability to transform, as we said, lots of different industries. And as a result, we see it as quite revolutionary and almost in a way similar to TCP/IP and the standardization around that really built and let the World Wide Web happen. And nobody even considers the use of TCP/IP as a communications protocol. And I think for us, we need the same kind of standardization in the blockchain world. So the focus from us is working with the Linux Foundation, a well-known, well-respected and trusted open source, open standard, open governance community to push forward the Hyperledger standard, the Hyperledger Fabric standard. And so that's one thing we're focused on, is standardizing that blockchain technology. The other thing is we are using that technology on our cloud infrastructure to deploy that for our clients around the world. And then we're offering services and support on top of that. So we see it as an end-to-end stack play, and certainly transformative in all different industries.
Great. And for 2017, what are the greatest or the biggest challenges in the financial, banking or FinTech environment?
So I think we're seeing, due to the early interest in the financial services industry around initially Bitcoin, and that's transformed now to blockchain. The financial services, I would say, was ahead of other industries in looking at the blockchain technology and how they could adopt it and deploy it. I think in 2017, the financial services industry are going to be looking for those projects that they're going to deploy and put into production. Certainly in 2016, we worked with a number of clients who were taking those first steps in deployment and production. I think 2017, we're going to see that adoption curve continue and that push into productization and production-ready environments, and people starting to understand what the benefits and the positives and use cases are around blockchain.
Great. Thank you so much, John.
Pleasure. Thanks for your time.